Something insane just erupted across the internet. And trust me, this makes the Kardashians' entire family tree look like calm background characters in a church documentary. Out of absolutely nowhere, Bino hopped on live, raised his hand like he was about to adjust his camera, and instead delivered a slap heard around the entire Wi-Fi universe. Chrisean Rock didn't even see it coming. Fans didn't see it coming. The world didn't see it coming. But the replay button. Oh, it's still overheating. And while that shockwave was still traveling, the storyline mutated. Suddenly, people were whispering, yelling, arguing that Blueface is officially broke. With rumors hitting the timeline so fast, even the IRS couldn't keep up. Debt, drama, collapsed deals. Missing checks. This man's financial rumors spread like coupons on Black Friday. But then came the nuclear bomb. Chrisean Jr.'s DNA results, not just hinted at, revealed? The internet turned into a digital courtroom, a Maury episode. And a global meltdown all at once. Slaps, broke allegations, DNA chaos. This isn't a scandal, it's a demolition derby wrapped inside. A telenovela powered by pure insanity. And if you think that was wild, buckle up. Because the story only gets more unhinged from here. The internet didn't just get hit with drama. It got hit with a full-blown digital earthquake. And the epicenter was Bino's hand colliding with Chrisean Rock's face in a way nobody on Earth saw coming. 1 second, the live was normal chaos. The next second, Bino let off a slap so disrespectful it felt like the entire timeline got smacked right along with her. It echoed through Wi-Fi signals. It echoed in comment sections. It echoed in group chats where people who haven't spoken since 2020 suddenly reconnected just to say, "Ayo, did you see that? That slap had pain, plot, passion, backstory, emotional trauma, and probably 3 unreleased mixtapes attached to it. TikTok had animations of it. Twitter had frame-by-frame analysis like it was the Zapruder film. Instagram had slow-motion edits with dramatic music. And YouTube. Oh, the reactors were feasting. Every creator with a webcam was yelling into their microphone like they were live from the scene of a natural disaster. And Chrisean, she wasn't ready. She stood there confused, blinking like somebody unplugged her brain and rebooted it in safe mode. Fans swore they saw her soul buffer. People wrote comments like, "That slap reset her whole storyline," and Bino hit her with a character development update. It wasn't just viral, it was catastrophic. But the slap was only the opening disaster. Because as the internet kept replaying that hit like it was a new Drake single, the story took a sharp turn straight into the gutter. Blueface is broke, and not regular broke. Not late on rent broke. Not forgot to pay Netflix broke. No, the internet claimed he was financial apocalypse. Post-credit score extinction broke. Rumors exploded everywhere at once. Screenshots, fake documents, voice messages. Random cousins claiming to have inside intel. TikTok accountants diagnosing his wallet like they had access to his tax returns. Blueface posted something vague like, "Y'all don't know what I'm really dealing with?" And the internet immediately translated it into bank account crying for help. People dragged up old lawsuits, old interviews, old purchases, old tweets. Someone even posted a blurry photo of him holding cash and wrote, "This from 2019. He ain't touched real money since." The disrespect was offensive, but the true nuclear bomb dropped. DNA results for Chrisean Jr. started leaking. Every blog posted a different outcome. Every fan swore their screenshot was real. Every hater claimed they'd known the entire time. Maury Povich trended, even though the man is retired and minding his own business. Some posts said Blueface was the father. Other posts claimed he wasn't. One post said, 2% related to Zeus Network drama. Another said, the baby belongs to the timeline at this point. Nobody knew the truth, and nobody wanted the truth. They wanted the chaos. One blogger wrote, "This, the most confusing DNA test I've seen since that time my cousin claimed our dog was part wolf." Another wrote, "Blueface is broke and not the father." Somebody take his phone before he collapses? Chrisean fans were in war mode. Blueface fans were making jokes. Neutral fans were warming up popcorn like this was a global live-streamed soap opera. And while the entire internet turned into a DNA crime lab without degrees, Bino stayed silent. His silence was loud. Too loud. People started wondering if he slapped Chrisean because of the test. If he slapped her because of Blueface. If he slapped her because of something behind the scenes. Or if he just woke up and said, "Today, I choose violence." It didn't take long for blogs to start twisting everything into mythology. Bino slaps Chrisean over DNA drama. Blueface broke. While Bino takes over, DNA results make Bino snap. None of these were confirmed. But confirmation is irrelevant when drama is delicious. The commentary was getting out of hand. Fans speculated that Chrisean had been hiding the results. Others said Blueface found out privately. Others argued Bino was reacting to something we haven't seen yet. People were inventing storylines so wild. Zeus Network writers could never compete. Then came the reaction videos, the most unserious corner of the internet. Creators were analyzing the slap like it carried ancient wisdom. Look at his elbow angle. This wasn't a random slap, one said. Another claimed the sound wave revealed emotional frustration. People were acting like Bino was a character in a Marvel movie, whose special power was domestic chaos. And while all that noise grew louder, Blueface suddenly posted a cryptic message that sent everyone into overdrive. Something about people showing their real colors and everything coming to light. The timeline immediately panicked. They assumed the DNA test was real. They assumed he was broke. They assumed he was fighting with Chrisean. They assumed every terrible thing imaginable because that's what the internet does. Cooks with zero seasoning but maximum heat. And then, like a reality show plot twist, new rumors appeared claiming someone close to Chrisean confirmed the results. Screenshots flooded the timeline. Red circles. Zoomed-in text. Watermarks from 15 different gossip pages. The entire situation became a tornado of misinformation. And the wildest part? People loved it. The drama was so addictive that nobody wanted to step away. Everyone needed the next update, the next angle, the next meltdown, the next slap replay. The next screenshot that definitely wasn't real but felt real enough to argue about. The slap was no longer a moment. It was the match, the spark, the beginning of a chain reaction spiraling out of control. Because the next phase of this story, that's when celebrities started reacting. That's when the memes reached dangerous levels. That's when Blueface tried to defend himself. That's when Chrisean's fans went to war. That's when Bino became a villain. And that's when the DNA rumors took a turn nobody expected. This wasn't a scandal anymore. This was a three-ring circus with every performer on fire. And the next chapter only gets more chaotic from here. If the slap was the spark, the reactions were the explosion. The internet didn't just talk about it, it erupted, combusted, collapsed, resurrected, and combusted again. Within minutes, every celebrity who loves inserting themselves into chaos popped out like popcorn kernels hitting hot oil. It was flashy, loud, and thoroughly unserious. The first major reaction came from a reality star who wrote, "Bino slapped her so hard I felt the wind from my living room." That post alone got 100,000 likes. Moments later, a rapper jumped in with, "This is what happens when people play too much online." Influencers reacted. Comedians reacted. Ex-rappers who haven't been relevant since ringtone era jumped in like they were invited personally. Everybody wanted their piece of the slap. But then, out of nowhere, a bigger twist dropped. Blueface finally responded. His message wasn't long. It wasn't smart. It wasn't necessary. But it was absolutely chaotic. He wrote something like, "Everybody got me messed up." And instantly the internet assumed he was confirming every rumor at once. People thought he was talking about the slap, the money Chrisean, the DNA test, Bino, the government, the weather, everything. Blueface could sneeze and the internet would read it like a confession. And because confusion fuels drama, the broke rumors got even louder. Fans dug through his old posts like archaeologists searching for financial clues. Someone found a video of him flexing money from 3 years ago and wrote, "Notice he hasn't done this since." Another posted, "He used to show cash. Now he shows feelings." The disrespect was outrageous. Meanwhile, Chrisean supporters came charging in like an army fueled by emotional caffeine. They defended her, dragged Bino, shaded Blueface, and threatened anybody who dared laugh at the slap. Her fan base treated the situation like a sacred war. They flooded comments saying things like, "She doesn't deserve this. Y'all we're for enjoying drama," and "stay out her business" while posting it daily. But nothing, and I mean nothing compared to the memes. One meme showed Bino's hand on the Avengers Infinity Gauntlet. Another had Chrisean spinning in slow motion like a glitching video game character. A third one showed Blueface with pockets inside out like an old cartoon saying, "DNA tests cost money I do not have." People were ruthless. No compassion, no limits. Just pure comedic violence. Then came the biggest twist so far. A celebrity posted a reaction video reenacting the slap. This person acted out the slap with dramatic music, special effects, and slow motion angles like they were auditioning for a movie. The video went viral instantly. Everyone reposted it. Even people who had no idea who Bino or Chrisean were suddenly chimed in like they'd been following the storyline for years. One comment said, "I don't know these people, but I'm emotionally invested now." Meanwhile, the DNA rumor had evolved into a full-blown national investigation. People were analyzing screenshots like they were solving a murder case. Fans were arguing in comment sections like political debates. TikTok detectives with cheap microphones narrated timelines nobody asked for. One TikTok investigator said, "Based on my calculations, the baby is definitely Blueface's because the cheekbones match." Another said, "Actually, the test was altered because the font is inconsistent." Yes, the font. Social media became unhinged, the wildest part. Every new rumor contradicted the last one. Nothing matched, nothing aligned. But everyone kept screaming their version like it was written in law. And then the big moment, a blurry photo claiming to show the real DNA results started circulating. It looked like it was taken on a flip phone from 2009, in a dark room with shaky hands. The text was crooked. Half of it was cut off, but the internet believed it anyway. People zoomed in until the pixels begged for mercy and confidently declared, "Yep, this is real." At this point, Zeus Network should have been paying royalties because drama. This extreme normally requires a subscription. Then Bino's silence finally broke, but not with a message, not with a video, not with an apology. He posted a single picture of his hand, just his hand, no explanation, just the palm that slapped Chrisean, trending again for the second time that week. The internet lost its mind. Someone commented, "This, the real star of the show." Another wrote, "The palm has spoken." Someone else said, "He treating his hand like it's a celebrity." People were calling his hand Bino Jr. and the Smackinator. And while that post went viral, Blueface decided to stir the pot even more. He went live looking stressed, tired, irritated, and aggressively confused. Every sentence he spoke sounded like a man fighting 3 invisible enemies. He said he wasn't broke. He said he wasn't bothered. He said he didn't care about the DNA rumor. But the problem was, he said all of that while looking exactly like someone who cared deeply. People immediately commented, "Blink twice if the Bills are winning." Another said, "He stressed like rent is due today." Someone else wrote, "He denying everything but confirming everything." Meanwhile, Chrisean started posting emotional messages that only added gasoline to the fire. She posted cryptic lines like, "Everything happens for a reason," and the internet interpreted it as a DNA confession. Another said, "God got me," and fans thought she was talking about the slap. Another post said people switch up and everyone assumed she meant Blueface. None of the posts were connected, but the internet connected everything anyway. And then, the moment nobody expected, a new rumor dropped, claiming the DNA results weren't leaked by accident. They were leaked on purpose. Instant chaos. Instant confusion. Instant meltdown. Fans argued about who leaked it. Some blamed Bino, some blamed Blueface. Some said Chrisean leaked it herself. Some said the doctor leaked it. Some said the doctor's cousin leaked it. Nobody had proof. But the storyline grew like wildfire. Now the slap, the broke rumors, and the DNA saga had merged into one super scandal, a chaos trilogy no one could escape. Even celebrities who normally avoid drama posted about it like this too messy even for me. And right when everything felt like it was hitting peak madness, the aftermath hit harder than the slap. By the time the dust settled, the slap wasn't just a moment, it was a monument. A cultural landmark. A digital crime scene that the entire internet refused to leave alone. Replays were still circulating. Memes were still doubling. Reaction videos were still popping up like weeds. And Chrisean, Bino, and Blueface were now stuck in the eye of a scandal. So big, it could have been a season finale on 3 different networks at once. The first signs of aftermath came quietly. Bino's followers skyrocketed overnight, not because people liked him, but because they wanted to keep an eye on further chaos. His name trended so hard, someone tweeted, "Bino needs an agent." Another wrote, "Congratulations to Bino's hand on its overnight fame." The internet can be cruel, but it's also accidentally promotional. Chrisean, meanwhile, was caught in a cyclone of sympathy. Criticism, jokes, panic, and internet pity disguised as support. Some fans defended her harder than Marvel fans defend their mid-tier movies. Others roasted her like they were competing in a barbecue competition. People don't know how to take the middle ground anymore. Everything has to be war or worship. But the biggest shock was how the slap made people reconsider Blueface. Suddenly, he wasn't the villain of the situation. He became the confused side character watching the world burn while everyone blamed him for weather conditions. People joked that he wasn't broke financially, he was broke emotionally. Others claimed the stress made him age 3 years in 3 days. Some said he looked like a man trying to find loose coins in the couch cushions of life. But while everyone laughed, something serious was happening. Blueface was losing patience. His cryptic posts grew darker, sharper, and more fed up. One minute he was denying the money rumors. The next minute he was hinting at betrayal. The next he was talking about loyalty. The man was spiraling like a character in a reality TV show who just realized the producers assigned him the villain edit. Meanwhile, the DNA saga hit its peak. A new leak surfaced claiming the results were real for the 5th time. Another claimed they were fake for the 3rd time. A third claimed someone close to the situation knew the truth, but refused to reveal it publicly. Every faction clung to whatever rumors supported their emotional investment. Chrisean supporters swore Blueface wasn't the father. Blueface supporters swore he was. Neutral people said, "This baby has been tested more times than a college student," and the internet. It ate it all up like free samples at Costco. Then came the turning point. The moment where everything snapped into a new trajectory. A major gossip influencer, someone with millions of followers and a reputation for stirring chaos gently but effectively, posted a long rant that completely flipped the narrative. They said the slap wasn't about DNA. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about drama. It was about control, about people exploiting the Chrisean Blueface saga for views, clicks, content, and clout. Suddenly, everyone started reanalyzing the timeline. Was the slap staged? Was the live setup to go viral? Was Bino playing a character? Was the DNA test leak a stunt? Was Blueface's broke rumor a marketing tactic? Nobody knew. Everyone speculated. The confusion kept the drama alive, longer than anybody expected. As the conspiracy theories spread, Blueface attempted a major comeback moment. He went live with the intention of clearing everything up. But speeches like that rarely go the way people plan. Instead of calming the chaos, he added new confusion. His answers contradicted each other. His mood shifted every 5 minutes. His explanations raised more questions than the mysteries they were meant to solve. One viewer commented, "He talking in circles like he's stuck in a loading screen." Another wrote, "This live explained nothing but my headache is worse." Someone else added, "Is the DNA test for him or his sanity?" And through all this, Chrisean stayed unusually quiet. No yelling, no chaos, no fighting. Just silence. The kind of silence that sends the internet into a frenzy. People started assuming the worst. Is she hiding something? Is she upset? Is she plotting a comeback? Is she about to drop a video? Is she with Bino? Is Blueface lying? Nobody knew anything. Everybody believed everything. Meanwhile, Bino suddenly started posting inspirational quotes, like he didn't just slap someone on live 2 days earlier. Quotes about peace. Quotes about positivity. Quotes about protecting your energy. The irony was so strong, fans started making memes like, "Bino, after slapping someone into another storyline, protect your peace." The man was giving spiritual influencer energy while trending for public violence. And then the aftermath hit for real. Brand deals pulled back. Event bookings froze. Reputations trembled. Everyone involved took damage. Everyone involved took damage. Chrisean lost sympathy points. Blueface lost credibility points. Bino lost sanity points. But the internet, it gained entertainment. The biggest consequence of all came when a major media outlet covered the story. That's when it became official. When mainstream news picks up a slap, a broke rumor, and DNA confusion like it's a global crisis. UKNOW. The scandal has reached legendary status. Their headline read, "Online drama escalates after viral slap, financial rumors and DNA dispute." And the article made it clear. The situation had spiraled beyond control. People were no longer talking about Bino, Chrisean, or Blueface individually. They were talking about the entire circus as one unstoppable storm of messy internet culture. But even as everyone tried to move on, something lingered. Something unresolved. Something waiting, because the DNA results still weren't confirmed. The financial rumors still weren't cleared. The slap still had no explanation. And the drama still had no ending. Which means one thing, this story isn't over. Not even close. And that, my friends, is the latest episode of celebrities behaving like the internet raised them. Bino, through the slap, heard across 7 streaming platforms. Chrisean got caught in the crossfire of chaos she didn't even see coming. Blueface spent the week denying broke rumors harder than people deny their exes. And the DNA results. Oh, those turned the whole internet into part-time scientists with full-time bad information. But before you jump into another rabbit hole of misquoted screenshots and low-resolution leaks, do the smart thing. Smash that like button like it owes you money, like it borrowed your hoodie and never brought it back. Hit subscribe with the same energy Bino used when he swung that hand. And drop your thoughts in the comments, because I already KNOW, the section is about to get messy. Whose side are you on? Was the slap justified? Are the broke rumors real? Is Junior? SDNA result authentic or a creation of the Wi-Fi demons? Say everything. Turn on those notifications, because you know how Expose Express works. Drama doesn't sleep, doesn't rest, and it sure as hell doesn't wait for you to catch up. A new meltdown is probably happening right now while you're listening to this outro. And trust me, when the next fight breaks out, when the next secret leaks, when the next celebrity acts like a cartoon character, you'll hear it here first. This is Expose Express, where the tea is boiling, the scandals are loud. And the truth is optional, but the entertainment is mandatory. Stay locked in, stay nosy, stay ready.